Have you ever looked at someone else's success and thought, why not me? We all have that quiet pain of comparison. It sneaks in when we see others shining, and it whispers, you're not enough. But what we forget is this. Every life has its own rhythm, its own season, its own purpose. A fish can't fly, and a bird can't swim, yet both are perfect in what they're meant to do. There was once a small village nestled near a deep forest, where a boy named David lived. He was kind, honest, and worked harder than anyone you could imagine. But every time he saw someone else doing better, something inside him broke, hoosed a little. When his classmates scored higher marks, he'd think, if only I were that smart. When his neighbor bought a new, sturdy cart, he'd sigh, I wish I had that much money. Even when he saw other boys run faster in the fields, he would whisper to himself, why can't I do that? Day after day, these thoughts stole his peace. His smile faded. His confidence disappeared like morning mist under the sun. One afternoon, a wise man named Grandpa Thomas came to the village. Everyone admired him for his calm demeanor and his profound wisdom. David, feeling heavy-hearted, approached him and confessed, Grandpa, no matter how hard I try, I feel miserable when I see others doing better. I feel like I'll never be enough. Grandpa Thomas smiled softly, a gentle, knowing smile. Come to the oldest tree in the forest tomorrow morning, he said. You will find your answer there. The next morning, as the sun began to paint the sky, David arrived. Grandpa Thomas was already waiting under the massive, ancient tree, its branches reaching out like wise old arms. Look around you, the old man said gently. What do you see? David looked carefully, his eyes scanning the forest floor. I see many trees, he replied. Some are tall, some are short. Some are full of fruit, while others have none. Grandpa nodded slowly. Now, imagine if this little apple tree started complaining, saying, why am I not as tall as that great oak? Or if the oak sighed, why don't I have sweet fruit like the apple tree? How would that sound to you? David chuckled. That would sound silly, Grandpa. Exactly, Grandpa said, his eyes twinkling. Yet, that is what most people do, every single day. He then led David to a tranquil pond nearby. Fish glided peacefully through the clear water, while birds soared effortlessly in the sky above. Tell me, Grandpa asked, his voice calm and steady, if a fish wished to fly like a bird, would that make any sense? David smiled, the lesson starting to dawn on him. Of course not. Grandpa! Fish are meant to swim, and birds are meant to fly. Grandpa looked at him kindly, his gaze full of understanding. Then why, my boy? Do you spend your life wishing to be someone else? You have your own paths, your own gifts. Stop looking up at others and start looking within. Something awakened inside David that day. He realized he had been completely blind to his own unique strengths. From that moment on, he began focusing on his work, not to prove anything to anyone, but to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of himself than he was yesterday. Slowly, his heart felt lighter. His mind became clearer. The constant weight of comparison was lifted. Years passed. David, through his relentless hard work and unwavering honesty, built a successful business of his own. People from his village and beyond admired his success and often asked him, how did you do it? What's your secret? He would always smile and say, the day I stopped comparing myself to others was the day my life truly began. Remember this, if a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it embraces the water and swims, it can conquer the entire ocean. The sun and the moon never shine at the same time, yet both light up the world in their own perfect time. So stop comparing. Start becoming. Your path is yours and yours alone, and embracing that is your greatest power. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel for more stories that inspire. We'll see you in the next one.